Hey guys, what's up and what's going down? How are y'all doing today? It's a Dizzy One here, back with another video, and we're taking on the Utah Jazz in Game 4 of the second round of the playoffs. We're trying to close them out with a sweep. But of course, they want to try to prolong their misery, and if we don't do it today, I can almost guarantee that we'll do it the next game. But we can at least try. Stockton with a great pass to Rudy Gobert, and he makes the easy bucket to put the Jazz up by 2. Malone with a horrible shot, great defense by Blake Griffin, and there's just too many mismatches that we can take advantage of. Here's one right here. I'm going to pull up on this man. Donovan Mitchell just too little and always too late on the contest, where it just doesn't even matter. Here's another mismatch. Horrible defense by the Utah Jazz, and they're out of position, and easy basket for Blake Griffin. John Stockton now brings up the ball for the Jazz. And if you want to stick to the truest definition of point guard, in quotations of course, John Stockton might actually be the best point guard of all time. You can argue about his career being not so flashy or that he never won a championship, but statistically speaking, his career speaks for itself. 3,000 assists ahead of the next guy on the all-time list. He's also the league leader in steals all time. He not only used his offensive genius to propel his team offensively, of course, but he also used his knowledge of offenses to take the ball away from what other teams wanted to do. If you're looking at the definition of a basketball player, not necessarily a point guard, a basketball player, John Stockton is the guy that you want on your team. In any era, on any team, John Stockton is that guy. He's very durable. He only missed a few games, and when I say a few, I mean extremely few games. He's always on the court, especially when his team needs him. He makes the right decisions. He's very smart. He plays defense with intensity, with purpose, and he always wants to look for the team first. What's the best play for the team in every situation? That's the kind of guy you want on your team, no matter what role he plays, no matter what position he plays. On the team, you want guys that are like John Stockton. He's arguably the greatest point guard of all time, but he gets left off of that discussion because he never won a championship. And I don't think that it's his fault that he didn't win a championship. Partially, yes, but I think it's more so a credit to how great Michael Jordan was in the 90s. He stopped everybody from winning a championship when he got to the finals. That was just how great Michael Jordan was, and I don't think you can hold it against Stockton and Malone and Barkley and Gary Payton, because they did what they were supposed to do, but Michael Jordan just outshined everybody during that era. So yeah, if you're going to have a conversation about the greatest point guards of all time, John Stockton has to be on that list. You can't leave the man out because he never won a championship. His career, his accolades, his knowledge of the game speaks for itself, but just because he was a quiet and shy guy doesn't mean that you can forget about his career. He's arguably the greatest point guard of all time. Personally, I think that Magic, Isaiah, and a couple others are better than him, but there aren't that many, and you can make arguments for any of those players to be at the top. Stockton has the numbers, Magic has the championships, Isaiah has a reputation. It's crazy to me how people can get forgotten no matter what their accomplishments are, and I don't think that the media does a good enough job of actually portraying how good some of these players are. They have their biases, they have who they need to talk about to make the big money, and it's very disheartening to see how some of the greatest names in NBA history will get forgotten because they weren't flashy enough to be remembered. Players like Gary Payton, players like John Stockton, players who really do give their all for their organizations and are legends in their own right, will never have the shine that they deserve because all the media can talk about is LeBron James and Michael Jordan. Every single day, every single hour, and it's very sad, very disheartening. But no matter how much I respect this man, no matter how much that I really, really like John Stockton, we got to do it to him dirty. We got to show him no love, no mercy, and we got to sweep him because it's game time. We're trying to win the championship here, and no one's getting in our way. It's now the third quarter, and we got a 20-point lead, and they're trying very, very hard, but, I mean, they just really don't match up against our team in any way, shape, or form, and it's very disheartening to watch because it's a bloodbath. No matter how hard they try, no matter where they try to score from, or how they try to stop us, nothing's working. So, moment of silence for the Utah Jazz and the lovely, lovely throwback jerseys. Anyways, I don't even know what to talk about anymore because this game is over. We're building more and more of a lead, and there's just nothing they can do at this point, so they might as well just stop playing. But we can't stop playing. We got to keep showing off. We got to keep doing what we do. But that's the end of the game, guys. 104-67 is the score. Remember, we are playing on Beyond Hall of Fame sliders, so we were able to really demolish this team and take advantage of all the mismatches, and that's what causes us to move on to the next round. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. See ya in the next episode.